I'm not going to race you, Roy. Don't worry. I'll stick behind you, mate. Right, let's get him to drag us along here.
I feel like you should race this segment.
I thought you might say that. You can come back and race him if you want.
I think I might pass on that one.
Cheers everyone, welcome along to another early morning here in the 4X Annex, and we're going to take the GT4 to the Nordschleife, because coming up in a couple of weeks time, of course, it's the Nurburgring 24, and me and some other guys that you may know will be forming a team, the Damien Cross Falcons, and we'll be taking on the challenge in a GT4 car. So one of two big things on the horizon for Damien Cross Racing. The other one, of course, is the Pork Platter, which is a multi-class racing 911s around Virginia. So look out for that on my Discord and see how you can get involved in that as well. But anyway, back to this morning and GT4s at the Nurburgring. Now, I've done a bit of practice in this with the guys, so I know the car and track combination quite well. But what I don't really know is how it is racing side by side with people, which hopefully is going to be happening in a Nurburgring 24, at least at the start of the race before we all start to spread out. So an ideal opportunity for me and the guys to get some practice in is this combination of GT4 car and Nurburgring combined. Now, I want to test the setup, or a variation of the setup that we're going to be using for the N24, so I don't want to do the fixed setup series. So I've gone in for the multi-class one, the half-hour race. Now that does mean we're going to be mixed in with a load of LMP3s that hopefully won't get involved. Okay, we'll see about that. We've put a decent qualifying lap in, a couple of seconds slower than we've managed to do in practice, but good enough to put us near the front of the grid. Can we stay there, and can we actually get a decent haul of iRating, which might even put us over 3k? But more importantly, can we take away some lessons to take into the Nurburgring 24? Anyway, we've already done qualifying, we don't need to worry about that. Let's go, head to the grid at the Nurburgring. Okay, we've just joined the session. Let's have a quick look at the ping and the entries here. So there we go, we're car number 50, but of course it's a mix of classes. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 LMP3s above us, so we're basically car number 11 in our class. But look at all this yellow. Yep, early morning race, usual story. Lots of ping. Okay, so again, survival's going to be the order of the day. Yeah, let's have a look to see where we're going to be on the grid. Okay, here we are with what looks like is going to be the grid. So, we're starting P19, but that's actually P3 in class. So Molnar and Alvaro have got a quicker time than us in qualifying. So we're going to be starting in P3. There's a good chance of a good result here. Come back to me then, when we're about to do the rolling start. About to go green. Okay, here we are lining up on the grid then. If you hear some background noise as I'm talking, you perhaps hear a hiss in the background. That's just because I've got the aircon on, because it's getting quite warm here in the 4X Annex. So of course that cuts off when I stop talking because of the noise gate. But hey, come back to me when we're about to go green, and let's see how we do. Okay, so we're on the grid now. Number 2, the car directly in front of us, Molnar, is blinking a lot. Hopefully as we move away, that might stop. Sometimes it's just a temporary glitch. But yeah, we'll see. No fast repairs in this series, so no point in having one of them on. We shouldn't be pitting for any reason anyway. Let's see if we can get a 0x race here. Oh, Molnar, your blinking is going to be quite distracting. Okay, we're leaving a gap to the LMP3s, which is quite nice to see.
Already, wow.
Oh, sounds like there's been some incidents.
Oh my god. That's impressive, dude. I don't know how you manage that in this car.
Right, it's going to be a fairly long roller start, just because the pace we're going down the Dottinger, so come back to me when we're about to go green. At least the blinking seems to have stopped for the number 2 car, Molnar.
Okay, Damon, stay calm, focus. green, green.
A bit of argy-bargy there.
Damian, bro, you are 3 players. What happened, Damian?
I couldn't be any further right, mate. I was on the curb, so you need to give me a little bit more room there, buddy.
Zamora is now leading. Start's okay. We're still in good shape here.
Wow.
Sorry about that, guys.
Hopefully we've not got any damage. Keeping an eye on the gap behind us, 2.2 at the moment from Alvaro. Stuff's happening in front, probably with the LMP3s, I'm guessing. Still got a yellow flag out, but we don't see anything. The guy in front's 2.5 seconds up now. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do much about him. It's a 4.6k driver. But we have got a bit of space around us now. Hate that corner. Absolutely hate it. Everything I do, every time I go around there seems to be wrong. Oh. You stay there, mate. I think he's beached.
Sorry, Michael. I live in the rear end.
Right, let's concentrate. We're now on the Nordschleife. So that's against the trap.
Michael, you're in jeopardy. I lost a ton of positions because of that. I wish I was in Michael's spot after that.
Well, I'll get everyone's instance after the race, of course. Let's get these tyres up to temperature. That's what I'm focused on now, not pushing too hard, not overdriving the car. And stand away from Alvaro.
Yellow flag, caution.
Oh, another yellow. I think we're alright. Could do with a little bit of toe off Molnar, but he's still just a little bit too far ahead unless we can catch him run out now forced. Unlikely. That Mercedes is quite good on its front end. Yeah, the gap's still 1.4 in front. 1.9 behind now. Tyres still aren't quite where I want them to be, so I'm being a little bit gentle.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Okay, sir. Oh, there's someone there. How's this rejoin going to be? Oh, he's got no front end to his car. Another yellow flag just flashed up. I think these LMP3 cars are struggling.
Good job, guys. Good job.
A little bit of sarcasm from Marco.
Hey, Carol, sorry about that. That was me.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Now, we looked at the start of the race at the ping. There's lots and lots of netcode. That may well be what's catching people out. Especially when you're running close to each other, of course. There might be a little bit of netcode contact.
You know, you guys do realise this race is like 4 laps, right? Not 1.
Right, we're pulling away a little bit from Alvaro behind. That might have just been a better exit from that corner coming onto this section, or it might be the fact that we're running slightly lower downforce. It's 2.3 seconds behind now. We need to keep that over a second when we get to the Dottinger.
Yellow flag.
Another yellow. Rusty plant is disconnected. Reminds me of an old JCB claw that we had in our garden growing up. For some reason that said plant hire on it. That was a rusty plant.
Yellow flag.
More yellows. Alright, so we need 54 iRating to get to 3k. We'll see where we are at the end of this lap. In terms of what Caps predicts we're on for a P2. Although Alvaro behind's within 2 seconds again, so he's quicker than us.
Don't you crash me.
Whew, there we go, time for a drink. As we come on to the Dottinger, we're 2.1 ahead. See if we actually pull away.
Brady, I'm gonna be on the right, just passing on the left.
No, he's actually catching us this bit. So I don't think we've got less downforce than him. We can't rely on that. Down the straights. He's actually catching us a little bit now. Gap's now 1.9. So I'm going to cross the line, hopefully showing P2.
Alright, Damo, just keep hitting.
And that'd be
the marks.
81 iRating.
P2,
Wow.
3 laps of fuel remaining.
I overshot that corner somewhat. Well, the Delta you see at the top there, of course, is all-time best lap. Slightly down on that.
Yeah, nice.
That's more about the gap to Alvaro behind. That's what we're worried about. He's catching again. He's gained another couple of attempts through that first sector. He's on it. If he doesn't make a mistake, I think he has got the pace on this today. Oh, we got one off track. It's cost us some time as well. Wasn't the best line through there. That's put us into the danger zone. With Alvaro, just 1.1 behind. Feels like we're pushing quite hard there to try and stay over a second ahead of him. And he's got Lee Harrison for company as well. Who's in his tow. Hopefully they'll start battling and hold each other up. So Lee back there is a 3.2k driver. Yeah, and I think if Alvaro gets past, Lee's coming with him. Trying to keep it neat and tidy around there. It's easy to overdrive there and lose half a second. And they've suddenly dropped back. I think there might have been an incident, but we can't look because we're busy concentrating on the track. We've definitely got a little bit of breathing space now, 3 seconds. And that's back to Lee. Was there a coming together, maybe? I think Lee might have been slightly quicker than Alvaro, so it's actually bad news for us. I felt like we could just about hold Alvaro off by not making mistakes. Lee's an unknown quantity, though. Yeah, Alvaro's now 7.5 seconds back. A few spots behind Lee. All I can do is focus on the track right now. We're in the pocket. There's nothing I can do to affect what pace Lee's doing behind. I've just got to concentrate on what I'm doing. Trying to get close to that delta. But that would have been on low fuel, fully rubbered in track, etc. So I'm not expected to beat it. I'm just using it as a bit of a guide. And again, main thing is I'm just trying not to overdrive the car, not push too hard. Not be tempted to try and gain a tenth and end up losing half a second. That's the mindset I'll have in the Nurburgring 24. I'm trying to employ it now and hope it works for me. So Lee's just 2 seconds behind now. That understeer. It's going to be right up with me on the Dottinger. Oh my word, understeer again. Right, he's within a second. He's definitely going to be passing me. So when he does that, we'll try and use his toe to try and maintain P3. Right, briefly. Looks like we're in the lead. I'm not sure if we are or not. That was Molnar. Yay, we're leading. But for how long? Is he going to push me? No, he's not going to push me. Right, let's get straight in his toe. If we can stay in front of Roy Mitchell. So Roy Mitchell's the second behind. That's caught us right up there. So we're now a pack of three. Lee in front, me, and then Roy behind. So again, we're going to cross the line in P2.
2 laps left. We're on for a podium here. Okay, Damo, we're halfway through. We estimate 2 laps remaining on this tank. There's a faster car behind. He's racing us for position. I don't think we'll get a blue flag. That lap was at 8:52.1.
Okay, Jim. I'm happy to just stay with these guys, make this into a proper top 3, and then we'll race on the last lap. Hopefully no lunges from the guy behind or anything, especially under a yellow flag. Right, the yellow flag was obviously for an LMP3. We can see him pulling away again now. So us three are 8 seconds ahead of Alvaro, who's fighting against Chris now. So I don't know what happened to the guy who was in P1. Oh, the LMP3's got off. These front engine cars are really good around this section. We're just over a second away from Lee now, which isn't ideal. We really wanted his toe, but I just couldn't follow him around that section. Just didn't have the front end bite. As the fuel load comes down in this Cayman, you lose a bit of front end weight. Right, what's going through Roy's mind here then? Is he having a look? Are you having a look, Roy? Are you serious? What a move. Credit to Roy there. Amazing clean move. Round the outside. I mean, I had to be accommodated. But I was kind of hoping he was just going to run wide round there. And run off the track. But again, I'm in this endurance racing mindset right now. And if someone's racy, I'd rather them be in front. And we survive. Than getting into a battle, losing time, or even losing half the car. Right, we're currently on just 1x.
Zamora has been disqualified.
Ooh. Wasn't he a football player? Or West Ham or something? Got a red card. Right, 9 seconds back to the guys behind. Okay, Roy's just his apex there, so it's helped us a bit. I'm not going to race you, Roy, don't worry, I'll stick behind you, mate. Right, let's get him to drag us along
I
here.
feel like you should race this, Damien.
I thought you might say that. You can come back and race him if you want.
I think I might pass on that one.
Right, we needed a bit of 6th gear there just because we're in the tow and going a little bit quicker than we normally would be. Right, stick with him around the second half of the circuit if we can. Oh, Lee's off.
So much for not winning the race.
He couldn't resist. I have to lift off there.
Dark laps around here.
That's not used to the light, mate. The dark, even. The light. Right, so it's a podium battle between us three now. I think those two are quicker than me. So I don't really mind what happens. As long as I don't get caught up in any incidents. And I'm just hoping I can hang on to them. Lee and Roy. We're chasing Leroy. Chris is 8.8 behind, so he's not to be worried with. Worried about? That seems like another section where the front engine guys can really get their front to dig in. Oh, they're going to be working together, and I think I'm out of there. I'm not in their gang anymore. Hopefully there's a little bit of tow left over for me, guys. We'll see as we go along the straight. We've entered the straight 0.8 behind Roy. I wonder if they're going to work together. Pushing, maybe. They're pulling away. They're pulling away. Or at least Roy is. But obviously Roy's got a hell of a tow off Lee. But they're not going to be able to be that close. 1/10 of a second around his final couple of corners. We must have a tow because it's just gone purple through that section. Right, 1 lap to go. P3. I'm pretty sure this will give us the iRating we need for 3K. So I'm very happy about this.
Okay, Damo, 1 more to go.
Yeah, that'll give us 71, I think.
P3, this is the last lap of fuel.
Coincidentally, Jim, last lap I intend to do around this race. Right, so it's getting darker now. We know that Lee didn't really like the dark from what he was just saying, so we'll see how this goes.
Hold on to her.
I'm guessing Lee's having some fun.
I'm doing my best.
Don't hold on to her.
No pressure.
So unlucky to kill. I know, man. I fucked it up. I had that D1.
Right, so the guy behind is still over 8 seconds. I really don't think he's going to be a factor. It's just us 3 now. Oh, right, try and stick around this section where I know they're quick. Right, we're not been dropped, so that's good. 0.6 behind Roy now. What am I doing using that curb? That was a bit of a Wally thing to do, Damo.
Up here, I'm not gonna fight you, man. I'm damaged.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, so these two guys in front, 3.2k and 3.1k. And there's me on a 2.9. I'm where I should be in relation to them. Yeah, I'm hoping this race will get me up to that 3K anyway. Not over yet.
Thank you, man.
Oh, but the Aston was struggling around there. Pressure's really on him. Especially knowing the dottages at the end of this lap.
He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue
Okay,
flag.
here comes Jimmy in the LMP3. Alright, we're not as close to Roy as we were on the last lap. But hopefully still enough to get a bit of a tow. So Jimmy behind is the C licence driver in an MP3. Ooh. What's he gonna do? We'll stick to the left. You flash me, but you gotta come past if you're flashing me. Don't hold me up. In a Barbie car.
Good race, everyone.
Now he's slowing down. What are you doing, man?
Good race.
Podium battle here, mate. You should have stayed behind.
If it was one lap shorter, I would have gotten P1. But fuck it.
Oh.
Yeah, really unlucky there, man. You drove a nice race.
Oh, this is gonna get complicated for those guys.
Your pace there, Jeffrey.
I know, I closed you in so well on GP, and then I locked it up a little bit, getting on to Nord, and dropped right
Oh, we've got an interloper. Whoa! Mate! Ah! Oh, that's screwed me, that.
From someone spinning in front of me earlier.
Oh, bloody LMP3s. Bloody LMP3. Oh, well, I'm afraid we're not going to get that battle that we wanted at the end. Why is he getting involved in a podium battle? Why didn't he just sit behind us? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I know he's got his own race, but... well, there's still time for him to mess up the other two. I don't want him to mess up the other two, but I kind of need it if I've got any chance of a P2 here now. Well, P3 is going to be enough for the 3K. Nature of multi-class racing, and we're going to get used to that in a Nurburgring 24. Oh, Mono's only 5 seconds behind now, so I better not make any mistakes. Yeah, he's just decided to sit behind those two. I think he's perhaps realised it's not his battle to get involved with. Unfortunately, I was just a bit too early on in the lap for him to not get involved. Let's bring it home into P3. Pick up what Caps believes is 71 iRating.
Put her in the grass.
Oh, Roy. He's now got to off the LMP3 though, so I can't catch him.
A good race either way.
Wait for me, guys. Wait for me. No, I don't think they're going to wait for me, are they? There we go. We'll bring it home. No pressure on anyone around us. Guy behind's miles behind, so we can just cruise to the line.
Guys, well done, everyone.
Yeah, well done, guys. Well done. Well, there we go. Let's check out everyone's instance.
Great drive. That's a podium.
Yes, it is. Nice one. Okay, before we check out everyone's instance, I want to have another quick look at this start, because obviously 20 wasn't happy with it. I was just trying to maintain the 2 columns and go when the leader went. Of course, the LMP3s have already gone way before we do, so you've got to get a jump on it. And now go when he goes. He sort of wanders half over, but it's a 2-column start. At this point, I then try and stay right. I'm on the curb here, and then I stick to the right-hand side. And although I come in a bit, there's plenty of room. He bounces off the curve, hits me there, and again, I'll stand as far right as I possibly can. And I think he just got the ump with that. So, yeah, there was no agreement before the start to do anything single file. In a multi-class race, typically, you don't go single file in the lower classes. So, I don't think I did anything wrong, but feel free to let me know if you think that we did something wrong there. Right, let's check out everyone's incidents. Okay, let's have a look at 1Xs, 2Xs, and 4Xs. Let's have a look at everyone's Xs. So, starting at the start of the race, seems like a good place to start. And of course, this was a little bit of bumping as we went around here. He kind of jumped the car there, a little bit of a bump there, but nothing to worry about. I don't think. Anyway, let me know what you think. And then coming down into turn 1, these are the LMP3s in front of us. And inevitably, a little bit of a coming together. Not too bad. It looks like actually they managed to all get around there okay. A little bit of rubbing, no spins, no carnage. But this is what the guys were talking about after the race. There's number 11 in a Mercedes there. I don't know if the 12 maybe wandered into him, but that wiped out 4 cars before they'd even started. We'll have another quick look at that one. So coming down here, keep an eye on this pack here. So the 12, does the 12 move over? Does the 11 make things awkward? There were some accusations being thrown around. Oh, I think the 12 maybe did just drift over into the 11. I don't know. Right, move on to the next incident. Let's go. Okay, with the LMP3s then. We didn't really see much of these guys, but oh, a bit of a snap on the brakes. And a bit of contact, but I think the 6 managed to carry on. Is that 6 or was that just P6? Anyway, he managed to carry on. Okay, back here with the GT4s and the 28. Is he going to loop it around on his own? Yeah. Whoa, a bit of netcode contact with a Beamer. After a bad start for that BMW getting caught in that first lap incident. That then happens as well. But big old netcode there. Right, who's next? LMP3 running a little bit wide there. Nothing to worry about there. Oh, and then as he comes off the curb. Or is he going to block the track? Hold your brakes, hold your brakes, hold your brakes, hold your brakes. Oh. And I think he then got beached because I'm sure we came round not long after and he was still there. Okay, the 11 now. As they're about to go onto the Nordschleife, a little bit of a tap on the 27. He's not happy about something. He wants to make his way through. Okay, half a LMP3, LMP 1.5. Yeah, that's not the quickest way to get around there, mate. He carries on, though. Does he stop and wait for this guy? Yeah, okay. Okay, the 9, having all sorts of problems. Oh, and then he held it. Whoa. And I think that might have been the Aston Martin of Lee that just passed him and just about got away with it and ended up winning the race. Okay, who's next? LMP3s again. Oh, just ran out of road. Yeah, no big deal, just a bit of a scrape. Typical Nurburgring things. The big things? Nurburgrings? Who's next? What's this guy doing? Oh, again, just running out of road. Not very forgiving on those curbs. Into the barrier. How's his rejoin? I'm going to reverse for a bit. Wait for a gap. Yeah, I think he's doing what he can to wait for a gap. Who's next? Oh, another spin there. Not sure what happened there. He's going to recover in time. Yeah, waiting for a gap in the traffic to spin round. Nicely done, sir. Well, a bit of a gaggle of Jim GT4s. Oh, and it all came together. Oh no. A few disconnects there as well. Is that blinking? I don't know what's going on there. Okay, LMP3 side by side. Oh, I'm okay, Jim. I'm not in that car. Oh, a bit of a spin there coming out of the carousel. Oh, that's so hard to carry on from that point. Okay, this guy seems to be on his own. And just spins. P5 that was showing there. Going to be absolutely gutted. How's the rejoin? Trying desperately to spin the car back into the right direction and carry on. Lost a few spots, but somehow the car seems to just keep repairing itself. Oh, more wall scrapes and bumps over the curbs. These unforgiving curbs. Okay, GT4's coming up to the carousel. Oh, and a bump from the BMW. Perhaps got caught out by the Cayman. A little bit of a nudge wide, but that's the 4 car making his way back up through the field. Has had a bad day. 29 on his own. Having a nice little spin. Are you going to actually damage your car this time? Yeah, I think now it actually damaged itself twice. That's it. Off you go. Okay, McLaren on his own. Bit bumping over the curbs. Just then settled the car. Ouch. Is he going to get people's way? No, he pulls off to the side of the road. Waits for a gap. Nice. Respectful drive in there. Okay, LMP3 on his own. Oh, bit of a twitch. I think that might have been coming onto the Dottinger. You can go backwards down the Dottinger, sir? Just getting out of people's way. Oh, are you beached? Not quite. Almost. And then he heads off along the long straight. Who's next? GT4s. 2 Mercedes coming together. 11 and 17. Bit of a barge from the 11. I'm not sure about that. And then trying to chase down the others. Coming onto the Dottinger. Easily done. Just understeered a bit wide. Oh. Is he going to hold it? Almost. Oh, and it hits the barrier. Oh, this same LMP3. We've seen a lot of this guy. He's now done in P8, but it's funny. He just spins at turn 1. Having a bad day. Off you go. Bit of showboating for the fans. LMP3, just too much curb on the exit. Bit of gravel, and round you go. Easily done. Flashing from the 11. Trying to intimidate, I guess. There's no other reason to be flashing your lights. Nothing really happened there, though. Who's next? 12 coming into the end of the lap here. Just going to be just a wall scrape. Yeah, just a wall scrape. Nothing to worry about there. Oh, the 11 has been determined to get through that 22. Flashed his lights at him and ended up just pushing him off. Well, make of that what you will, guys. 11 again. No. Oh. Is he going to continue? No, I think he's decided that's race over. He can't go anywhere anyway. He is trying. You're stuck. Right, who's next? 17 now. Oh, a little bit too much curb there. Just unsettles the car coming down the hill. Yeah, and then hold your brakes there. Don't roll back. Don't roll back. He sort of rolled back right in the middle of the track. Didn't really give the Porsche a gap either side. Never mind. Who's next? Coming into now forced. Oh, yeah. Your front wheel's not doing anything there. Ah, and that's where you discover you've got too much damage to continue. Oh, awkward line coming into there. And that was the 20. And that's perhaps where we suddenly lost him from the battle behind and released the guys who then started to chase me down. Wow. He came in hot. Managed to avoid the barrier. Oh no, he's still going to hit it. How many times has he tried to damage that car? Wow, and it keeps repairing itself. Amazing work there from the engineers to remotely repair these cars. He's doing everything he can to get rid of bits of bodywork, isn't he? There you go. Who needs headlights when it's getting dark around the Nordschleife? I think you've crashed. Okay, who's next? Just a wall scrape. Oh no, a bit more than a wall scrape. Oh no, he carries on. Yeah, meant to do that. Styled it out. Just trying a new line, mate. Just trying a new line. 12 and the big kink. Oh, he's hit the curb on the inside, throwing him wide. And the 2 cars spinning and holding it. This is where we overtook them very briefly for the lead, I think. Coming onto the Dottinger. Big old lead. Yeah, just lost the lead. Oh, bumps into the barriers. How's your rejoin here? Everyone's staying well clear. Okay, this is the yellow LMP3 with no headlights. And no grip. Who's next? That car was breaking away from him for about 3 months there. And eventually spun. This is the guy running in P2 of the LMP3s. The 18 car. Oh, he just manages to save it, not lose too many positions. Just a wall script if someone's running wide, not too much to be interested in there. Again, no headlights. Just desperately trying to follow that GT4. Oh, he must have locked a rear wheel or something because he's off. Good BMW. Oh, just caught that. Is that Flansgarten? Oh, and he's still crashing. Yeah, he's just finished crashing, guys. If you've gone away and come back, yeah, he's just finished crashing. That was a long one. Another bit, just too much track. Get on the curb. Car lifts up in the air. He's in the middle of the road. Tries to reverse out of the way. A bit of damage. Oh, he spins coming up to another LMP3. Caught him out. Just got to be a spin on his own. He's going to run out of road. Yeah, just a bit of understeer there. Very tricky corner. Oh, hello, guys. The 9 and 30. Oh, he nearly caught that Porsche. Oh, and a spin from the 2 car. Almost managed to hold it. I think that's towards the end of the lap, coming up to the second carousel. Oh, and now he's off. Having to wait for people. And then just reverses onto the track as someone's coming along. Oh dear. Okay, what are we looking at here? Harder to tell the cars now. Unlucky, mate. And that, I believe, is the end of the race. Right, let's go and check out the results. Okay, here we are for the results of the Falken Tyre Sports Car Challenge here in the Nurburgring Nordschleife combined. Top split, but there are only 2 splits. Double green for us. Let's switch this all classes to just the GT4 class, where we see that we got that podium. A chance at maybe a P1 or a P2 if we'd have been able to stay with the pack, but hey, we got caught up in traffic there. Not the fastest lap time there, 8:51.9 basically, and 8:52. I'm sure we could go quicker than that. But let's have a look at the biggest winners and losers here. So the biggest winner looks like it was actually the winner, Lee Harrison, who gained 82. And the biggest loser, we have a -93 in that number 11 Mercedes there, Lucas Herman, who also lost 0.3 safety rating, putting him down to a 1.02. Ouch. In terms of championship points, if you're interested in that, we're getting 150 from that. But really, as I said before, this is all about experience for the Nurburgring 24, so I'm well happy with that. Well, there we go. Decent practice for the Nurburgring 24. I think the endurance racing mindset served us well there. Shame about that LMP3 getting involved at the end, but you know what? He needed to do his own race, and we still managed to get a podium and get ourselves a bit of iRating. Pops us back over the 3K region, so that's quite nice to see again. I haven't been there for a little while now. But hopefully you enjoyed watching this. If you're going to do this race this week, let me know how it goes. If you intend to do it, let me know if you've learned anything from this race. If you put a video up, make sure you say that in the comments as well. We'll watch that along. And of course, if you're going to be doing the Nurburgring 24-hour race in the GT4s, I hope to see you on track, and I hope that we could be in the same split and say hi to each other. But if you haven't liked this video already, do give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed to me already, of course, please do that. And in your notification settings, you'll see a bell, set that to all. I'll tell you when I go live, I'll put a new video up. But until next time, whatever that's going to be, I'm going to leave you with a couple of videos that I really think you are going to want to watch.